The week of October 26th presents us with several aspects going on. No lunations, but a great variety of astrological information that I'm going to be talking about in this video. Beginning off with October 26th. So this is for the week of October 26th through November 1st of 2025. The very first aspect going on October 26th is Mars in Scorpio conjunct Black Moon Lilith at a late degree of Scorpio. Lilith represents our fears, our shadow selves, the parts of us that need healing, that need to be brought into the light of consciousness, the hidden parts of ourselves, the unconscious, subconscious aspects of ourselves. So with this energy, we're focused on our goals. It's great to be focused on your goal, great to be determined to go in that direction, and not let anyone get in your way when it comes to pursuing your goals. This is great for tapping into the energy of determination and drive. So this can really be, a good aspect of this is moving in that trajectory. You want to trust your instincts and act on your instincts, trust your gut, follow your gut, act on your gut. Courage and confidence is another really big thing. You may feel like you're braver all of a sudden, like you believe in yourself way more than you did in the past, and you're able to bring that forward through your actions that turn into manifestations in the physical world. Now, you may be suspicious of the motives of others. That's a possibility here. So you are very anxious about what other people are going through, what they are experiencing. And this is also about going independent, being very independent, in an extreme, not moderate, but extreme kind of way. With this energy, you want to be free to do your own thing. You don't want to be boxed in. You don't want to be tied down. You want your freedom. You want your liberation. Mars is giving you the courage to stand up for what you really want. The Mars part of this is saying, hey, I'm going to light this fire under you to stand up for climate change, to broadly say it, or this person getting treated more fairly, whatever it is. You may make decisions that surprise and shock you and also others. Because the shock of the new is what this comes down to. Creative projects get momentum because you're not concerned with what other people think of it. When you detach and when you lose attachment to what other people feel and what other people are going to think about you doing what you authentically want to do, you can do it so much more better from the heart. You're expressing yourself uninhibitedly, with no inhibitions, with total you being the authentic you that you are. This is a transit that's all about authentically going after your personal goals. Now, that's not the only thing happening on November 26th. Jupiter is also going to make contact with Black Moon Lilith, and Jupiter will form one of the best astrological aspects out there, which is a trine. Jupiter trine Lilith. Now, it can be morals, it can be ethics, it can be philosophy, but it's the planet of growth. Um, Growing yourself on a mental level and intellectual level, but more on a bodily, physical level. Jupiter is a higher mind planet. It is knowledge. It's, Mercury, Jupiter, Uranus. Mercury being the lower mind, Jupiter being the middle mind, and Uranus being the higher mind. So just sort of put the planets in their place. We have those two planetary energies going on. But now Jupiter trine Black Moon Lilith is about really having a lot of hope and a lot of feeling thankful for a lot of things in our life, and counting our blessings is very important. We're seeing life through a more optimistic lens, through a happier perspective, through a more positive outlook. Your ideas may be welcomed in a way that they were not welcomed in the past, prior to that experience that you have had, your ideas may be more well received at this time, where others will be more receptive to your ideas. Now, this is a really, really good time to openly express your beliefs. Openly put yourself out there, put your beliefs and opinions out there, and openly show them to the world. You may take on leadership roles. It may be very, very good at this time. It's good for unleashing your creative talents. It's very important that you put in the work to pursue your dreams. That's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to just happen by the snap of your fingers. It's happening through work. You have to remember that. Um, Testing your boundaries and expanding your horizons is always a very wonderful thing to do, especially now, because when you break your boundaries and break your traditional routines and the way that you've been doing things, and you expand out into new things, you find liberation, you find peace inside and out. You want to let your instincts and emotions run wild. That may be very, very huge for you. Rebellious nature is well received now. Show your true beliefs, and you can greatly inspire others at this time. Fast forward to Wednesday. We have a lot going on Wednesday, the 29th. The first thing is Mercury is going to make contact to Neptune. Now, Mercury, as I discussed, is the smaller mind. It is the more detail-oriented mind. Neptune is the higher octave of Venus. If Venus is love, Neptune is divine, spiritual, unconditional love. Now, Neptune is also the planet that governs altered creativity, right brain creativity. So, tapping into your creativity, your imagination, and doing things that are spiritually aligned with your spiritual truth are really, really important at this time. Your mind may dream up fantasies, dream up illusions. Now, the positive side of this is it's good for poetry, music, dance, creative writing, anything like that. You may find that you have an increased sense of empathy, an increased sense of feeling the world and being of the world. And you may find that you have caring and strength and intuition at this time. It's good for communicating the abstract in concrete, practical terms. This is really, really important. It's good to do creative things. It's good for connecting with others at a deeper, more soul-based level. It's also very important not to get caught up in illusions and, you know, and be in inspiring and hopeful surroundings where you see things for what they truly are is very, very important. It's good for you to be in the imaginative state while also being grounded in reality and be in the black landscapes. Now, another aspect going on today is Mars trine Saturn. Mars is action, Saturn is hard work, discipline, determination, commitment. So with this energy, we're determined and committed to our goals. We're staying steadfast, we're staying loyal to those things. This very goal-oriented energy. We're going after things that we're passionate about. Pursuing our passions, whatever they may be for us. We may have loyalty and devotion in our love life, in our relationships. That may be a really, really big theme coming up at this time. If we're dating, we're attracted to bone structures, and we want long-term relationships. We want relationships that are sustainable for the long term. We want lasting success and practical results that last for a very, very long time. Think of a building, how it stands up for a very, very long time. You don't just build the building and then destroy it 2 days later, basically. Laying down strong foundations is very, very huge at this time. You may have a high concentration for different things, and you may have results that may lead you for the long term. You want to approach tasks with care and precision. You want to go at things pragmatically and with a disciplined approach. You want to rest and make time for self-care. Self-care is always very important, whatever your spiritual self-care activity is. In my case, it is pulling oracle cards from the 108 oracle decks that I already have in my collection. So I have a good amount of decks to choose from, and that is a spiritual practice that I enjoy doing as a practice. It's fun, it's interesting, and it helps me, it keeps me really plugged into spirit and the divine as oracle cards would do, and the same goes with tarot, divination in general. So resting, making time for self-care is very important. You may have clearer communications and effective collaborations. It's very important not to become too critical of yourself and others. Reflect on your long-term goals. Do things that are feasible to do, that are manageable to do, and celebrate your accomplishments, no matter how small they are. Acknowledge all your accomplishments that you've made. So, you want to you want to look at your motivations for your success and achievement. What is driving you towards these things? Journaling and meditation, these are two great spiritual practices to do at this time. Journaling, you're releasing things, you're writing it down, you're making it conscious. Meditation, you're tapping into peace, bliss, divine state of being, getting calm and grounded. Great at this time. Mercury is going to enter Sagittarius on this particular day, and this is Mercury moved into its pre-retrograde shadow October 21st, and it's going to go retrograde in Sagittarius at around 6 degrees of Sagittarius on November 9th. It's going to last until the 29th, where it's going to move back into Scorpio, and I'll be here to talk about that Mercury retrograde when we get there. But Mercury in Sagittarius will be in play from October 29th to November 18th. When it moves back into Scorpio, it re-enters Sagittarius, moving direct on December 11th and to January 1st of next year. So Mercury in Sagittarius is really open, very expansive, wanting to grow, wanting to expand your mind, learning about a wide range of topics. Open-mindedness is a really, really huge theme, wanting to expand on an intellectual level. Our thinking is more big picture. We're not so caught in the little details. We want the big picture, the positive side of things, the higher view of things, the more philosophical perspective of things. Our thinking is more optimistic. Our faith in life can increase very, very easily. We're concerned with what is morally fair and unfair. It's very, very important, asking questions and seeking answers, focusing our minds on new concepts and ideas. And we prefer to think in terms of the big picture. Now, Mercury in Sagittarius can be a truth sayer. It can be, no BS. I'm going to speak the truth. I'm going to be blunt. About the truth that is coming out in my mouth. So we're very generous with our communications as well. Now, Mercury is going to oppose Uranus on this day also. So Mercury opposite Uranus, the smaller mind, the bigger mind, and Uranus is the wild card energy. It's the flips everything over for change and liberation. Mercury opposite Uranus is about where we're feeling scattered and sped up at a mental level. Um, certain things may make us feel very anxious, very ungrounded. So being aware of these things and grounding yourself is very important. You also want to you may become mentally distracted easily. You want to let go of responsibility and be in the flow. Live life in connection to the flow. You want to be aware of any tendency of speaking before you think about what you're going to say. This is very, very important. You may be subject to practical jokes, double check details when traveling. You may have technology malfunction, not work correctly, including your computer, including your television, what other electronics they may be going on at this time. It's very important to find things that occupy your mind at this time as well. Your speech may be unsmooth. You may have deeper and intuitive understanding of things. Grounding yourself is very important, avoiding disruptions, and practice active listening. Now, October 30th, the next day on Thursday, Mercury will sextile Pluto. So Mercury in Sag sextile Pluto in Aquarius at 1 degree. Both of these planets are now direct. So our thinking has a lot of depth and intensity to it when it comes to looking at our thinking communication. It's great for investigating, really digging to find out what is really true, what is real, what is at the core of things. It's good for studying research. We're uncovering secrets and plots. We have a powerful intellect and strong intuition. It's good to delve deep into our own psychology. There may be situations that challenge your perceptions and make you reconsider your beliefs. Why am I doing what I'm doing? What do I truly believe? What do I want really? Mirroring motives is along with that. There may be a profound emotional and intellectual transformation that may be had, and it's very, very important to create a meaningful and authentic life. So that is all I have on the astrology for the week of October 26th. That was a short video this time, not as much going on. The next week will be the full moon in Taurus next week for the week of November 1st. So tune in for that video coming up in a week. Tune in for my next video on Venus in Scorpio in the natal birth chart. Intensity, passion, and love, not settling for surface level relationships. I'm going to talk about that in that video. Bye for now, everybody.